I don't really have much on my paper. It's partly because I was talking to Galena kind of about the problem I'm trying to combat, and we were talking about kind of identifying the root cause, and as I kind of went on to discuss with her, we kind of semi-identified the root cause, and that was kind of drugs. And we were talking about what's the reason girls really end up in shelters with their moms, and it's because of domestic violence or abuse. And that's pretty much because either the man in their household or like the husband or the dad is kind of abusive towards his wife or partner. That's kind of why the wife and the kids are forced to go to a homeless shelter. And so we're talking about how can we kind of combat that issue, and that was truly part of kind of like drugs, and that was kind of something that kind of started this issue in the first place. And so as we were talking, we kind of figured out that that's the area we should focus on rather than girls in homeless shelters, because we should have a long-term goal rather than just kind of like focusing on having a quick solution to kind of the problem and just kind of helping the girls that are already there. But how can we do something to make sure that the girls never have to end up there in the first place? And so the kind of answer to that kind of question was kind of drug prevention. And I'm already part of a couple coalitions that kind of aim to kind of resolve that issue. So yeah.
So what is that? Who would be the stakeholders and how?
Well, definitely the government would definitely be a huge partner, because as they can pass legislation, even more legislation against it. But also the other problem is that even though the age, you have to be 18 to buy cigarettes, there are still stores that don't ID people. And so there's a lot of other problems, not only with legislation, but other coalitions and getting people more aware about the issue, as many parents aren't aware that kids are smoking, or I know in my school, for example, many parents aren't aware that stuff like this happens and goes on at school. And so kind of having like a community where we can talk about the issue, yeah.
And you can tell like a specific organizations, like I asked them, who are specific organizations?
Specific organizations are, so I'm part of a coalition called Courage, where we talk about how to like resolve the problem of drinking and prescription drugs and marijuana. And I know we can talk at more events and do more work like that. And then also there's a coalition in my area also that does more drug prevention work, so maybe partner with them and find like a good curriculum to teach to middle schoolers for more drug prevention.